was a kid, there was a place. A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot. But the things that lived there...
Hello, Daddy.
Good morning. All right, my movie people, it is time yet again for another episode of Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. This, of course, is Rashad Waters and my compadre
Chuck Taylor here. Yes, definitely ready to review this.
Today we'll be talking about the movie Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep. We'll give you our non-spoiler review first, just for a couple minutes, and then our spoiler review. So let's go ahead and get into it. I need to put these glasses on because I got people coming in. What's up, Anna? What's up, William? What's up, Marita? Views from a different side. So what did you think about this movie? First of all, real quick, Dr. Sleep is the sequel to the movie that was made famous with Jack Nicholson and Stanley Kubrick. The Shining, as Chuck mentioned here. So this is a sequel, like 40-something years later. Finally got a sequel to this.
I guess it kind of goes with the timeline of the movie as well.
I guess so. Is it 40? Is it 40 years later?
Pretty old.
Anyway, let's go. Non-spoiler, real quick. What do you think?
Okay, I liked it. I actually loved it. I was a big fan of the original Shining and the ones that were on the TV. I thought the TV series that came out were a little better. It really helped like the people that didn't watch the original. Mm-hmm. If you watch that one, then you watch the original. I think they both.
Apparently, I need to watch that.
Yeah, you need to watch it. You'll like it.
Okay.
But yeah, this one to me, it wasn't that scary. I can say that. It wasn't like it was like very disturbing or anything. Mm-hmm. But the story to me was really, really well done. It kept me engaged throughout the whole movie. Had a lot of new characters in it. It wasn't just the same old like, scary monster type of thing. You're not really understanding what's going on. They kind of really give you a good premise of what the movie's going to be about really early, and kind of keeps you geared up, and a lot of little twists and turns at the end. And the villains, they're interesting. They have they're a little disturbed. They are a little disturbing. There are some disturbing scenes in the film, but the whole movie altogether is I thought well
if
done.
you remember the Defenders TV show, remember how the villains were in that? It's kind of like
Netflix.
Yeah. It's kind of similar. If you really think about how that went.
I forgot all about that show.
What's happening, Evelyn? Thanks for checking us out. Views from a different side. Anything else, sir?
No, I think that's good. I'll wait for all my spoiler things. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's a great watch to me.
All right. Loved it? I think that's a little strong. But liked it? Yeah. I did like it. I just think this movie is too long and the pacing is not that great. I like the story. I like the character premise, and I like the actors. I like all those things. And as we're preparing for the show, as I'm talking to Chuck about it and all the things that I liked about it, it's like, oh yeah, the level of the movie goes up. But in watching it, it's kind of like when you chew on all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever had Skinny Pop before? It's like this popcorn. It's really good, but the first bite that you take of it is kind of dry. It's not really tasty. But when you get a lot of it in your mouth at the same time, it's tasty. It's kind of like this movie. It's like this movie, when you watch it, it's like, it was okay. But when you're talking about it and you're only talking about the good parts and you talk about it in a very short period of time, it's like, that movie was pretty good. So again, loved it? No, but I did like it, and I wish they had just made it a little bit shorter. It probably could have been a great movie to me if they had done that better time. What's up, Rebecca? Views
from a different side.
There we go. All right. So we're now going to go ahead and get into the spoiler review of this movie. So if you haven't seen it, it's time for you to go to sleep. But if you have seen it, let's get into it. Here we go. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. All right, Mr. Chuck Taylor. Spoiler review on Dr.
Sleep. All right. So, first of all, to me, it didn't have anything to really do with sleep. That was one thing that we did talk about. They did, I guess, reference sleep a little bit with death. And it's like you just going to sleep.
Yeah.
So that was basically like, okay, we checklist, we did that. Outside of that, to me, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the little boy was David, Danny. Yeah, Danny. It basically shows him from from when he first left the hotel.
Riding his tricycle.
Yeah, right there. I know it shows right after that, right? I mean, it's a flashback, but it shows right after that when they're like after they left the hotel, Daddy's all dead and everything, and starts right at that point. And then we see that he's, still having those issues with seeing dead people.
They put them in closets. Put them
no. That part ain't happened yet. It was just
That's
him.
the first thing he did.
No, he was scared. He didn't know what to do.
Right.
That's when they were in the hotel room.
That's when he was talking to Tony.
Yeah, he was talking to his boy Tony. Tony came and was like, "Yeah, I put my scary things in little boxes, and you're gonna do the same thing too." And Danny took that to a whole new level. He was like Ghostbusters in this one. He was like, "Oh, let me just go. Oh, there's a ghost over there. I'll be right back.
Right.
Y'all hold my popcorn or something. Go ahead and take care of this mutated looking human that's in this room." But back to what I was saying. I like how they started right there to kind of catch you up on everything that happened a long time ago when the first one came out. And it really lets you kind of it took the scariness from it because they focused more on The Shining and what it really was.
Right. It wasn't a mystery.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it wasn't a mystery anymore. It was like it kind of felt like what'd you call it? Telepathy and
telepathy and
it was like more like a sci-fi.
It's more like X-Men in a way.
He felt like he had powers and stuff. He could like just go into your brain and tell you stuff and the Young Adventures of Professor X. That's kind of what he had a little bit, and so I like how they kind of explained it. So it made you understand a little bit more going through the movie, and just seeing him, he wasn't a really likable character.
He wasn't likable
at the beginning, like when he was just like running around, like he just like seemed like he was a drunk, drunk person that was homeless and he just going place to place.
Chuck doesn't like drunk people or homeless people.
Well, it just he didn't do anything.
You're supposed to say no. I love them.
Oh yes, I love all
Thank
people.
You.
I love all people. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So kind of was going into that. I didn't really care for him at the beginning of the movie. And he had to like kind of basically have a rebirth, as you would say, me about halfway through the movie. He finds that town, finds that friend that just comes out of nowhere and, helps him get out of the drunk life and make something of himself. Right. And then it really starts picking up. I guess that's one part that what you were saying, it was a little long. Like, for him getting to that point, it kind of took a little bit of time. Yeah. But, they introduced a couple characters. The little girl, what was her name?
Abra. Like Abracadabra.
Yeah. She was a beast.
Yes,
she was a beast. Dark for real.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right, straight up.
So I guess only thing I can really say about the beginning portion that it just takes a little time to get into the main portion of the movie. But once you kind of fast forward that, the villains, they go right into doing what villains do. They just completely kill people.
Yes.
And if you've afraid seeing little kids get messed up. Little kids get messed up.
It's not a good year for little kids.
No.
Not all. Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little kids in horror movies get destroyed. And they get destroyed for a while. You hear all the scream. I had to mute the TV because the little boy was screaming so long. And my wife was like, "What are you watching over there?" I'm like, you know what? Let me just turn this down because I'm feeling a little sad right here. I mean, my kids, I'm thinking about my kids are getting stabbed and killed. So that was like horrible. But you know one thing? They do get them villains back at the end of the movie.
At the end?
Well, middle and end, they get them back.
Through.
Just, I guess, some highlights real quick before I let you go. The little
real
girl.
Quick, shout out to Jeremy there and to Jared and what's up, Mr. Terrell Views. Dude. There you go. Go ahead, sir.
But just a little couple highlights. What's the little? I forgot her name already.
Abra. Like Dion said.
Okay, Abra. To me, I felt she could have just killed everybody throughout the whole movie. Like she could have just took care of all her problems Like, oh, they just killed that little boy. Let me just sink into her brain and just destroy her real quick.
Right.
And then destroy all the rest of them as well.
Right.
It's like, because she could just literally be across the country and warp into the other Shining people's minds and see what they see. You know, because she felt a little baseball boy when he was getting murdered from, I mean, she like halfway across the country. You know, I was thinking they were like in the same town or something, but no, she's like in halfway across the country.
Right.
And that was, to me, she was so super powered. Seeing her, I guess they didn't do a really good job with showing the enemies kind of getting the upper hand on her.
You see a comment there.
Jared. Always enjoying the reviews. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Jared. Appreciate that.
They never got the upper hand on this movie.
The villains?
The villains.
No.
Once they started, once her and Danny teamed up, the villains the villains were over. Like, the whole squad got destroyed. They thinking that, you know, she's a teddy bear, like, in the woods. First of all, they're going in the woods. The girl's just chilling in the woods by herself. Like, that would have been like, you know, something's wrong here. Nah. They stop driving our RVs down these long dark streets, and they just get out. They think it's her over there on the logs, and she just tricks them all. They stab a teddy bear, and then they just start blasting cats. And it was funny seeing them shrivel up to all the little shining souls come flying out of them. That was hilarious. I felt bad with Danny's boy though. I was like, I know something about to happen to him because he get too close. Yeah. Back up, fool! Right. Like, just shoot from it. This is you got a shotgun. Just shoot her.
Exactly.
He walked up too close, and of course, like, kill yourself as she's dying, and she's laughing. Like, that was like so horrible. Exactly. Like, dying, and you still too scary.
No, bro, this movie.
This was not scary. I let my kid watch this.
Yes.
Like,
it's more like, honestly, it's more like a very slow paced X-Men.
the only scary parts are really, like, you know, with the kids, like when the kids get messed up.
Yeah, slow paced X-Men with kids actually get destroyed.
Yeah, that was like pretty like jerking her in a way. And then the way that they finished it up with, you know, basically the big villain being the hotel, and they bring it back to the first one, and Danny has to like go back in there, kind of fight his fears, see his dad. And then we kind of have a really good climax ending to the story with him turning into his dad and having to kill Abra. Right. And you know,
did you get the name right? Finally?
Yes, I got it right after the 15th time. But yeah, after all of that, I loved the movie. I thought it was great. If you like Shining or even the TV series The Shining, it's definitely great. I'll watch those and then watch this one just so you would fill in all the gaps. But you don't have to. The movie stands alone.
Well, I'm glad this movie worked out for you because I definitely was going to clown you on social media because the only reason that we watched this movie is because this man wanted to watch it. I'm like, Dr. Sleep? What is that about? So let me get about...
You want to watch Dr. Sleep?
Like, what the Dr. Sleep? So let me get into my first problem with the movie, okay?
What's Star Wars?
The title. The title of this movie is really bad, honestly. To me, it doesn't compel me to even want to find out more about the movie. Like, Dr. Sleep, like, it's just putting people to sleep. Like, this is actually a sequel to The Shining. So to me, I feel like they could have tied it into The Shining in some way. They didn't have to call it The Shining 2, but The Haunting, the something, some way where you know, oh yeah, this is a sequel to The Shining. Because a lot of people love The Shining. I'm not one of those people, but a lot of people love it. It's a classic. It's a classic horror movie. You know, it's like one of the first
Johnny
movies, you know, of that kind. So knowing that, people would want to see it. Yes, we did the review of Terminator.
That was last week.
Yes, that was laughable. Okay, so let me get into the things that I liked about this movie. I did like Abra. She was feeling herself, boy. Like, she after she started realizing what she could do, she was pretty special. Yeah, she could do a lot of stuff.
Then
I was thinking, the lady, she called her like a bee kid, like, you little bee kid or something.
She came up. Now, when the part I was like, oh, was when after she made old girl's boyfriend run into the tree and he fly out, and she's like standing there, like I guess like how she can like make herself be in another spot, and then chick just like smiles and walks through her.
Right.
I was like, okay,
and that's what she called her because when she was standing there, she called her and said, "What you gonna do, your little bee?" Yeah. And then when she walked through, it's like, "All right, little bee kid."
Yeah, yeah. She's like, "That's it, little something." So I was like, she just walked through. She smirked at you. And walked through. Like, it had to be a little black kid do this.
Right.
Because little black kids can get you so angry with how much attitude and snark. Yes. Like, she smirked at him and just walked through him.
If I could retitle the name of this movie instead of Dr. Sleep, I would call it The Villains Get Their Arse Kicked. All movie long.
Arse kicked?
Yes. Arse. So I can't say ass. Can't say
you
ass.
just said it.
What? I didn't say that. I can't say that. So yes. So yes, I mean, literally all movie long, the villains get destroyed. Like, as soon as the main villain rolls up in Abra's house, Abra has her way with her so bad. Like, I know we're spoiling it for you, but you need to go see the movie just to see how bad Abra just destroys the main villain
like if Abra ever turns bad, because that's what the girl, that's the girl, she says that to her like multiple times. Yeah. So it's like, are they gonna make like another one with her like just turning evil? But but then it seems like they have like a whole mission now at the end of the movie. They gotta go find other evil people that are eating shiny people.
They just need to join up with 11.
Yeah.
And Dion for raising Dion. And then
scared the hell out
and then
of
team up with your boy from Brightburn. So
he's all electric, man. They should be all right.
I just knew that the entire movie, that those of y'all who saw it, I just knew the whole movie that Danny was gonna get arrested, like for real. Like, okay,
I think that's what everybody was thinking. Like,
bro, you literally have murdered a baseball boy on your apartment, and you want to erase it. Like, you can use your mental powers. Y'all are going back and forth with these powers. Putting stuff on the wall, but you just want to erase murder the baseball boy. You just want to erase it. And then you go and find the baseball boy. You know exactly where he is. You dig his body up. Right. Well, you're going to call his parents. Hey, I found him. Well, how did you find him? That's miraculous. Thank you so much. Oh.
As we look for closer into it.
Right, exactly. And
why does it say murder baseball boy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then why are your fingerprints all over this person's apartment, and the girl is gone and the dad is dead? Like, Danny. Yeah. You're lucky that something happened.
Did you think he died at the end?
Do you want me to say that too? You want me completely just?
It's called spoiler.
Spoiler. Yes, he's all the way dead.
I'm just saying, it's like, no.
He said levels Tony.
Did you think that he was like, shut up? We gotta bring Tony into this.
What do you mean? Tony was dead?
Tony Starks.
No, man. Tony the black guy.
I'm talking about my boy Tony Starks. Took one for the team. Anyways. No, but I'm saying like
he said have Abra against Brightburn. Oh. Yes, sir. It may not go that well for her, honestly.
No, Brightburn.
She's all about telepathy. I mean,
she can get up in that mind. It's over. If he ain't got no helmet, he's not Magneto. He can be up there like getting this. She be shut his arm into everything.
She just using him to go take out.
She just take him out, just go have him just fly into anything. I mean, no chance. You have to surprise her.
Yeah.
And she can sit and do it in her room across the
while reading the book.
She's actually more powerful than Professor X. Because Professor X needs a machine to do that. She can literally just like, let me just focus for a little bit. Oh, there you go. Fly right into his dreams.
What were you saying now?
Oh, at the end, like, when did you think? Because it like kind of jumps to the point right after the place burns down and stuff, and he's standing there like, and he's like, it was all a plan type of thing. I was like, oh, was he not really there? Because I was almost thinking that they had did it, like made you mentally think that they were there,
oh, no.
But they actually had pulled them all
the way dead. He's just like Tony. That's what I'm saying. That Tony would appear to him.
Oh,
and be like his imaginary friend. So now,
makes sense.
No, he's dead.
He's gone.
Just like
Stark. So his mama.
So anyway, one other thing I didn't like about this movie, I did not like the casting for some of the characters, and those were Daddy's parents, the mom.
Weird.
The the mom in the original Shining is a very odd looking woman. Like she's got these bug eyes a little bit, real skinny, and these teeth are just kind of, and it's like they just chose a
she's not important
regular.
at all.
If you watch the trial, like The Shining recently, like I did, you see how unusual. Yeah, I watched it.
Tell them why you think about this.
We're trying to keep this show down. We're trying to keep the time limit down, Mister. I want to keep the time limit down. You get the out of my. But anyway, yeah, she's a very odd looking woman. So they should have found somebody that looked odd as opposed to just finding a regular looking woman. Also, the character that played Jack Nicholson, I kind of wish they would have had Jack Nicholson in there as a surprise.
Do you think Jack Nicholson? He was old looking too. Well, I guess you
got technology now to do that, to de-age him a little bit.
That's just too much money. This money was not that. They didn't have that much budget for this money.
But the guy that plays him looks like him, but he doesn't sound like him. I mean, why? Why not? Why put somebody in there to play the role of Jack Nicholson and you're not going to sound like Jack Nicholson?
They could have had him. I guess maybe just not shown him, but just had him talking. And like, see, they could have had Jack just to do a voice thing if he wanted to do.
I don't know. But anyway, overall, like I said, I didn't love it like Chuck did, but maybe it's because I watched it on the small screen, my laptop, and not on the big screen, the little big screen, 96-inch TV, But I think it's a good movie. Would I recommend you spend money to go see it? I don't know. You would say?
Yeah, I would say I would say go check it out if you. If it's a horror movie, you got some money. You want to go to the movies? I think it's a good enough movie that you will be satisfied with it after paying for it.
Just make sure that you have a soda or some other type. Sneak in a coffee.
But you are not gonna fall asleep. It's not that long. It's not that long before it gets going.
It's literally called Dr. Sleep.
I know.
Alright guys, if you like what we did here, make sure to give us a like. Leave your comments here on Facebook or on YouTube when the video gets uploaded. And as usual, do we say something else before I say as usual? No. Okay. Then as usual, you've got to subscribe to survive. This is Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. Little B kid.
Saturday morning.